Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have created this super vampy Valentine's Day look for you all. I hope you enjoy, and if you want to find out how I created this look, keep on watching. Please like and subscribe and leave me a lovely little comment. I will be super grateful to you all. And if you wish to follow me over on Instagram, my handle is @madeupbyruby. Right, so I've got one eye done already, so I can concentrate on explaining to you how I'm doing this one. So let's get started. So I'm going to prep the lid first with a bit of my P. Louise base. I've got some on the back of my hand. I'm taking a fluffy brush, just an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pop a little bit on that. And I'm going to just take my damp beauty blender and just pat that out, ensuring it's damp so it can remove some of the excess product that's on there. We don't want too much on there. So today I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Darling palette. It's got some gorgeous shades in it, so it's very sort of neutral, smoky. And then I'm just going to have a black eyeshadow as well to create the depth. I'm using the black, which is called Fashionista, out of my Tartelette palette. I'm going to use the deepest shade of that palette, the smokiest shade of that palette, and I'm going in with the Peaches and Cream PC39. So just make sure you tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to create an arch basically just above my crease. The reason I'm doing it above my crease is so when my eyes are open you can still see that. So I'm just going around, going quite far in. I'm kind of coming to this point here very lightly, so I'm holding my brush quite low down so that we can just get the really light brush stroke on there. And then you can always pick up more product and add. You don't want to go in with too much initially. And then I'm just taking it right into the outer corner of my lash line as well, just to complete that as like a semicircle. So I'm just going to continue to keep building that colour up. I'm going to go in now with a slightly fluffier brush, and I'm going to go in with one shade lighter. I'm going to blend that colour out, so just half on the colour and half outside of it, and we're just going to go backwards and forwards and just give it a good old blend. Now back in with that deeper shade. I'm going to drag that out a little bit as well. And then blending again with the lighter shade. A bit of back and forth here, but it's worth it to just keep going over to get that intensity of colour and the blend. So now I'm going to go in, I'm going to pop some of the P. Louise base on my ring finger, a small amount. So tap it on and then tap it off on the back of your hand. And then just popping it in the middle of your eyelid space here. And then go in with that brush again, wipe off the excess that is on that brush, and then just tap it in. And that's going to really intensify the colour that we're going to put down now, which is going to be like a matte, creamy kind of whitey shade. Just opening up that space, and then I'm going to go in with that light shade now and a flat brush. So the shade I'm using is in the Tartelette palette, and it's called Free Spirit. And I'm going to just tap that on all over the lid space, inner corner as well, and just blending that in that inner corner into the colours to just diffuse them a little bit. And then going back in now again with the deepest shade of the Charlotte Tilbury palette. just to put that brown back in again. Right, on to gel liner now. I'm using Inglot AMC liner in 77. And I'm using the MAC 263 brush to apply this with. So we're going to create like a wing, and then we're going to smoke it out. So I'm just popping it on the back of my hand and just popping it on both sides of my brush. And then I'm going to start in the middle. The inner corner first. Get right close to your lash line. You don't want to kind of have any gaps there. And then you're going to start drawing your wing. So I'm going to start from the, you keep look ahead, straight ahead of you, and then just map it out on the outer corner. So I'm just going like that, and then I'm going to bring it back. Now, where I've got a hooded eye, I have stopped it here, and then you're going to join it up. It's kind of going to create a bit of like a flick at the top edge here, but when your eyes are open, it will look fine. So you're just joining that up to the flick. Okay, just make sure it's kind of matching to the other side. Right, and then I'm going to go in with the black in the Tartlet palette, and I'm taking small Peaches and Cream PC39 brush. I'm going to pop in my shade Fashionista, and I'm just going to pop that over the top of the black and then blend it slightly above the flick to create the smoked effect, and then drag it down a little bit as well to the outer corner. And I'm also going to take that colour into that deeper brown on the outer corner. And then we're going to start doing the lower lash line now. So going in with that deep brown shade first, keeping it tight to the lash line, dragging it across, 3/4 of the way across, and then attaching it to the bottom of that wing. And then I'm going in with a small angled brush, and I'm going to go in with Fashionista, and I'm going to just put that right next to the lash line and also within the waterline. Really get that intense black colour. And then with that transition shade, the lighter shade we use on the outer corner, I'm just going to blend at the bottom here as well. I'm going to pop some glue on my lashes. So I'm using Taffy Lashes in TR3 today. Just using a bit of duo glue. Pop some glue on the top edge, and then let that sit to dry as much as you possibly can until the glue goes clear, if you can. I'm going to pop some mascara on. I'm going to give my lash a little bit of a curl. Just find the lash sits better. It's already got the curl in it. Down into the mirror. Pop your mascara on. We're going to go for really vampy lips. So I'm using the MAC lip pencil in Currant. Make sure it's nice and sharp. So I'm just dragging that colour into the corners of my lips to give that appearance of a fuller lip. And I'm going to go in with this lipstick called Ladies Night by Huda Beauty. And there we have the finished look. I'm just going to pop on a bit more blush. So I'm going to use this purple tone blush, number 5, Surreal Halo by Hourglass. Just pop that on the high points of the cheekbone. Just use a fluffy eyeshadow brush with highlighter so you're not overdoing it. So again, just where you would normally catch the light. The finished look, perfect for Valentine's Day, date night, or a night out with the girls. When I say night out, I mean a Zoom night in.